Welcome to twitch.tv/ice cream. Uploads. Smith!
I'll read. Sorry, I just did that for the people that are watching and listening on demand. Particularly those listening that couldn't see me being a whopper into the microphone. They're like, ooh, new voiceover guy. No, it's just the same old whopper. How you doing? Welcome in to twitch.tv/ice cream. My name is Graham D. I'm joined by Bib. I'll read Bib.
Good after morning, Graham. How are we doing?
Yeah, good after morning. No hat, you feeling all right? Yeah, I had a couple of calls today. So I just thought, fuck it, I'm gonna do my hair. And yeah, now I have headphone in hair. So
Headphone din hair.
why you say?
That's what it sounded like. It headphone din my hair.
Headphone dinned. I was talking about microphone noises the other day when I was playing on stream. So Spiffy Domino joined us on stream on Saturday and was taking the piss out of my microphone. When I had a super sensitive noise gate, which had like super sensitive de-esser on it. And for those that didn't know it, Spiff was like, what should I have for tea? And I went, steak. But because my de-esser was high, it got rid of the s, and it just went, dick. So, yes, nice, fine, great. Anyway.
I'm glad you put the context in there because I was there for that conversation and I had no idea what you was talking about.
Yeah, I told her to go and eat dick. So, yeah, fun times. Nice. Anyway, you guys, what are you eating today? Some steak. How are you all doing? Welcome to the stream. I can see Chelsea. You're late. I'm not. I'm Graham. Hi. Also a dad, just in case you know. JMK, welcome in. He says the time is currently 16:07 and 19 seconds, which is basically 10 a.m.-ish. We are late, but that is pretty much standard for Mondays. Mondays are a day full of meetings, so the 10 a.m. tends to be about 4 p.m. on a Monday, unless one of the early morning meetings goes. But we have like 3 meetings spread out across the Monday, which means we just don't have the time to fit it in until late on. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But it's fine because you're not missing too much because the news isn't the greatest, I'm going to be honest. But you don't arrive for the news. You don't stick around for the news. You stick around for the top quality, top draw banter, right? Nice. If you don't know what the news is, or what we're talking about when we mentioned the news, if you're watching this live on Twitch, well, strap yourselves in, because we are here to give you our thoughts and impressions on the biggest, the best, and the breaking stories in the world of video games. But it's not just about our thoughts and impressions, we want your thoughts and impressions too. And if you're in the chat, please do feel free to get involved with your thoughts and impressions, plus your thoughts and impressions on our thoughts and impressions. That's kind of how the whole thing works. So if you are in the stream, we are live on twitch.tv/ice cream uploads, where we go live whenever we can feel like it, you know, on certain days, times, whatever, 10 a.m.-ish. We don't know. We aim to go live at 10 a.m. each and every single weekday, but for the next few weeks, it will be probably more like 3 times a week, just because we got stuff coming up. Did anyone see the Halo announcement on the weekend by Europa Halo / Jelly Media? Yeah, Ice Cream Uploads / Jelly Media. I mean, well, basically Jelly Media did it. We're just taking all the credit, fuck's sake. So yeah, we do work in the video games industry as Jelly Media, and there has been a big Halo LAN announced for this November. Ice Cream Uploads / Jelly Media. He'll put that on. Yeah, you get them right. Anyway, enough about that. We are here to talk video games, and if you are watching, it's important that you please do feel free to get involved with the said thoughts and impressions that we mentioned previously, because the live stream is turned into a podcast, a video on YouTube and an audio podcast on iTunes and Spotify and Amazon Music and Google Play. That is a lot of places where over 200,000 people have watched and listened to this podcast on demand. So we appreciate if you can just get involved on behalf of those people. They do get to watch with the comfort of the fast forwarding and rewinding, but they don't get to give us the thoughts and impressions, which you guys do. But before you give us your thoughts and impressions, I want to remind you that you have 7 days to subscribe to this channel on Twitch. I mean, you don't. You can subscribe whenever or never. It's up to you. But if you do sub in the next 7 days, you will get entered into next Monday's loot drop. We will be giving away a prize to one of the people within our community. All you have to do is just sub to the channel between now and then. It could be a free sub. It could be a gifted sub. If someone else pays for your sub, it all counts, and it's all right because P Honey, Mr. Phony Asteroid, he has to give out 5 subs a day for the next 74 days or something now, so it's fine. Just ask him for one.
Confirmed.
Easy, nice. Also, shout out to our sponsors. Did anyone see the cool GT Omega post that we put out earlier on? If you didn't, go to Twitter, go to Instagram, go to wherever you pick up your Ice Cream Uploads content on social media and give that post a big old love heart and share / retweet / add to your story / all of that stuff, please. We would very, very much appreciate it, because it's the way that we pass out the love to our friends. Nice. For now, though, split screen. Fucking hell, size of this moth. I'll read Yoda.
This moth.
I thought that was 12 then, but it's Yoda. I'll read. How you doing? Jelly Media. Who are they? I don't know. There's a capital M in there. Jelly Media is all one word. Normal sentence case, so no idea.
Ooh, stinky.
Yikes. It's like people still write Jelly Space Media. Like it's two words. It's not. It's Jelly Media. One word. I don't go jelly.
There's actually a Jelly Space Media up the road, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Fuckers. Not anywhere near as successful as us, though, mate. Get out, mate. I mean, Jelly Space Media, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be a dick, but you know, it's my prerogative. I'm just internet flames. That's all. It's fine. They don't mean anything. It's okay. Does anyone still play Halo? Sorry. Oh, yikes. To be fair, do you know what? I'd have probably said some banter like that if this wasn't something that we were organising, but because we're organising it, it's actually the best game that's ever been the best game at best games and stuff. Mate. But no, genuinely, I would have been saying stuff like that if I hadn't seen the response to it. Like, fucking everyone, clearly. I mean, I don't know anything about Halo. I've said this before and I'll say it again. I don't know anything other than what we've said on the scoop. So to see people come out, like, pretty much en masse to shout about getting a LAN event for Halo in the EU. Nice. Commentators, pros. I think even Optic Gaming were retweeting it as well, which is fucking like, what? So seeing that level of shit, nice. So I mean, I'm not part of the Halo community at all, but it makes me warm inside to see communities coming out for their own like that. So, and Europa Halo isn't like the CDL of Halo. It's grassroots esports. So seeing Optic and that come out for something like that, beautiful. You love to see it. Love to see it. Don't forget to make sure you don't have players' inputs on the big screen. Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh, we're not doing the tournament organising for this one. That is Europa Halo. We just helped to make sure it happened. So yeah. Jelly and ice cream. Tiny Yoda gets it. Tiny Yoda gets it. Yeah, that is the reason why we are called ice cream, by the way. People.
It took me about 3 years to work that out.
It did. It literally did.
Genuinely.
Anyway, that's enough of that. We'll jump into the news. We have a few stories for you today, and as mentioned, what the fuck? Why is it not going full screen? F11. Why you not go full screen? Okay. My full screen isn't full screening. I don't want to. Oh my god. Let's close Chrome. Trying to open up the news articles, but when I open up the news articles, I bring them full screen. So anyone watching it doesn't get like the top address bar and everything. It just looks nice and neat. But no, Chrome today's like, fuck that shit. Nope, not today. Okay, let's try it again. F11. No, okay, it's not full screening. Does anyone know another way of full screening it? Because I've always pressed that.
What, the browser?
There we go.
Go to the three dots, yeah, and then just do it that way.
I did it. And then it just said, press F11 to unfull screen it. It's like, what the fuck? It's fine. We got there in the end. So, yeah, our story that we are going to lead with today is a Pokemon story. A Pokemon Presents could be coming this August, suggests a datamine. So, basically, a Pokemon broadcast. Ooh. After that, EA Sports FC24, a career mode deep dive is set for July the 31st. What date is it today, babe?
Do you know what, Graham? It's funny you should say that because I'm currently watching it on Twitter right now.
Nice. So if you're missing it
breaking.
and you can't watch it, don't worry. We'll give you the information and we'll let you know what you will be able to check out on demand a little bit later on. We'll then talk about Modern Warfare 3. If you want to see the reveal, we'll show you how. Ish. And Diablo 4 will permaban any players using any mods. It's all going now. It's all going to... Why does my F11 button not work, but that button at the top does? This is bizarre. Okay, we'll full screen it. Nice. Pokemon story.
The career mode looks unbelievable.
Does it?
Unbelievable.
Nice. Okay, I'm looking forward to watching that after we finish this. Control plus W will full screen it. Ooh, I'm gonna try that one out. Let me unfull screen it. If this does some sort of like delete all, like an Alt F4, J&K, I'm banning you from everything forever and ever again. It did as well, you fuck!
Just as a question to you more than anything, Graham. If we was to watch a Twitter video, does that class as copyright?
It depends. Like, if it has audio, like if it has like licensed music and stuff, the normal things still apply. But if it's in-game music and bits like that, and someone chatting over the top of it, then usually you're not going to get done for copyright strikes. Usually, but it depends.
Okay, that's good because it's the community manager speaking over this video that I'm looking at on Twitter now.
Ooh, that might be worth it. Okay, well keep that ready to fire in so we can have a butcher's edit. Don't tell me what to do. I told you what to do. Okay, we'll jump back into this, seeing as JMK's just yeeted me off with a control plus W to full screen it. That killed my tab, you liar. So a Pokémon Presents could be coming this August, suggests a datamine. This is from VG247, written by Oisin, and it says, it's looking like a Pokémon Presents could be on the way this August, according to a recent datamine. Pokémon made a rare appearance in June's Nintendo Direct, showing off a little bit more of the upcoming hidden treasure of Area Zero DLC. But now, as reported by Pokemon Leaks account Central Leaks, a dedicated Pokemon Presents could be coming as soon as August the 8th. Central Leaks shared a screenshot of a datamine from Pokemon Masters EX, a gacha game that's more about the trainers you collect than the Pokemon themselves, which mentions a start date for a Pokemon Presents showcase. In another tweet, Central Leaks also noted how Nemona, a character added in Scarlet and Violet, is joining the mobile game later than new generation characters typically do, but will be added around the time of the hypothetical Pokemon Presents. Nimona has had some official art show off for her appearance in Pokemon Masters EX, pairing her up with this gen's Pikachu clone, Pawmot. It's unclear what else might be shown off during the presentation, as typically the Pokemon Company reveals their main series games earlier in the year. There's always the chance a spin-off of some kind could be revealed, though the likelihood is that it will just have updates for mobile titles like Pokemon Masters EX and Unite, and a deeper look at the upcoming DLC. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, the hidden treasure of Area Zero, was revealed earlier this year and is set to be a two-part DLC subtitled The Teal Mask and The Indigo Disc, respectively. As revealed in the trailer shown off in June's Nintendo Direct, a whole bunch of Pokemon are being added back into the game, including Blitzel, Zebstrika, Seal, Dugong, and plenty more. There's no release date for either DLC episodes, but the Teal Mask is expected to release this autumn and the Indigo Disc is planned for this winter. Okay, lots of words there.
Mm-hmm.
But lots of words that were confusing words because they were branded product words. Give us a summary, babe. What's happening?
It obviously looks like we are going to be getting some more Scarlet and Violet DLC coming along it. But for all intents and purposes, for the game that we've got now, it's wildly successful. Like, this game, despite what we have criticized it for, despite what the video game community has decided for, despite what the Pokemon community have slagged it off for, it's wildly successful. It's a fantastic game, and it's a game that I have been playing. I haven't played it for a while, obviously, because, one, you've got my copy, and two, Temtem is where it's at for me at this moment in time. I'm thoroughly enjoying my Temtem adventures. This is a wildly successful Pokemon game, and it's no, I'm forgetting the word where it's gone. I've just fucking blue screen. It's no surprise. It's no surprise that they are going to be getting some extra content that's coming off the back of this new, well, the latest Pokemon game. There's much more demanding games on the Nintendo Switch that have pretty much outperformed Pokemon in every section of the game. However, the people, realistically, the people that are playing Pokemon, I know I'm genuinely categorizing people at this moment in time. I'm not making any apologies about it because it's just from the inner circles and from a video game and video game community perspective. I believe that the target audience for modern day Pokemon games are teenagers and probably our age. There isn't really that much in the middle. So you've got young kids, teens, and then people our age. Everything else in between at this moment in time, it just feels like it's just playing catch up kind of thing. So the young kids that are playing it aren't asked about the performance. They're not going on fucking Reddit and complaining about frame rates and stuff like that. They're just enjoying the game for what it is. Whereas when it gets to people our age, we're obviously a bit more critical because we have the experience of playing games or older Pokemon games which run significantly better. Like, pick any of the 3DS games that run infinitely better on such lower end systems. And I know what you're going to say. that don't have any open world elements in there. But when it comes to battle segments, and the battle segments are not terrible, but sometimes they run like a slideshow. They just become that bumpy, screen teary. They just don't seem to have the performance that you would come to expect, especially when you have a lot more performance enduring games on that system. But I'm looking forward to seeing what they're coming through, because again, it's just a game that seems to have not reignited the Pokemon community, because we kind of had that with Arceus and the games beforehand. I feel like the Nintendo Switch generation of Pokemon games has definitely brought a massive buzz back to the Pokemon games again, and I feel like we're definitely moving on to bigger and better things as we go along with this as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing what this could potentially have. Not to mention all the other stuff that they're meant to be bringing through with Pokemon Unite, which I think, from my perspective, kind of fallen off the face of the earth. But I know there's still a lot of people out there that are enjoying it.
Yeah, good point. I've completely forgotten about Pokemon Unite. OP3 says, "There's the lads. I'll read." Yeah, no, I agree. The Switch has definitely reignited Pokemon games. They were on a little bit of a downward arc. I mean, you always were gonna be anyway after Pokemon Go. At that point, there is no way you can go but down, because you are so high up. But it's a matter of whether you can stop the trend. If it's fashionable for people to stop playing your games, that is a rot. And can you stop that rot before it takes your whole stock down? And they have done that very, very well. I mean, I'm not a fan of like new Pokemon games. I'm not a fan, but I'm not gonna really go out my way to play them. But Sword and Shield, Indigo and Violet, or Scarlet and what, I don't know what they're called. I can't tell you. Scarlet and Violet. I don't. Is that the names? Bibi lent me one, and
the latest ones, yeah.
I was gonna play it and then just never did, because flights to New York aren't actually as long as you think. God damn. But so like that, being trapped in a plane is the kind of situation that will get me playing a Pokemon game. But that said, things like Arceus definitely did catch my attention. I do still want to play Pokemon Arceus, because that's more like a traditional Pokemon story. It's not about catching 1,000 Pokemon when I only care about 150 of them and so on. So yeah, big fan that they are moving this forward. Also, slight tangent, I did see, and I don't know if it was a headline or if it was a rumor, but I did see on Twitter earlier on today, or Zitter or Zwitter or whatever the fuck we call that fucking app now. But I did see, once again, more rumors that the Nintendo Switch successor is to be announced late 2024, or to be released late 2024, so a year away from a new Switch console. Hopefully, Nintendo gets their ducks in a row and realizes that, do you know what, you don't have to just churn Pokemon games, because Assassin's Creed did that, and people stopped playing Assassin's Creed. Call of Duty did that, and people stopped playing Call of Duty. Don't just give us a game every year for the sake of it and keep them shit. Take time and make something phenomenal. Valhalla was arguably the best Assassin's Creed game over the last 5 years. Probably, well, 5 years from when it was released, because they just churned one a year every year and didn't really have anything good about it. Same thing with Call of Duty. They brought on more developers to loop the cycle round, and then had some things that remained consistent. They changed the way they approach those games. So Pokemon Presents bringing us a new Pokemon game, that's fine by me, as long as they fix what they're bringing to the table. This is one of the biggest gaming IPs in history. So for that to be releasing games that aren't like up to the scratch of that kind of reputation is criminal. So yeah, hopefully we get new games that are given the time that they deserve when it comes to development, and if we get the hardware, then that even helps. So
yeah, absolutely,
could be a good time for Pokemon fans. Amazing Alex says favorite PS2 games. That's a very, very deep question. Can't really answer that question.
Here all day.
Yeah, I'll give you a couple. PES 5, Metal Gear Solid 3, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas / Vice City, because, you know, ask me which mood. There you go. There's 4 for you. Nice. I want a new PlayStation handheld. What, Project Q? Are you a fan? On that note, let's move ahead. Our next story, just before... Oh, I can't even fucking full screen everything. What a fucking day, mate! Our next news story is written by Shubhankar Parijat at Gaming Bolt, and it says EA Sports FC 24 Career Mode Deep Dive is set for July the 31st, which is today. And Bibby's been watching it already. So new details on...
What I will say, rather than reading through that, because it just alludes to what's going to be taking place today, I think what would be better is actually watching it, because it's like 6 minutes. We'll do like a little watch-along thing. How's about that?
That sounds good. So this EA Sports FC thing that you've linked in the tweet in the chat to the Tweedor.
Yeah.
let's check it out. Okay.
Let us know when you press play, and I can press play at the same time. Then
Let me full screen it. Boosh. Okay. Right back to the beginning. I'm pressing play in 3, 2, 1. Boosh.
Welcome back to our
Welcome
EA
back.
Sports FC 24
Okay,
Deep Dive
nice.
series. I'm Sheldon, and today I'm joined by Alex and Pete from our EA dev team to talk about everything that's new in manager and player career. How are we feeling?
Hey Sheldon, very
Turn it down a little. Turn it down. I am worried though because this is just full
I
screen.
know that control is a big theme
you know,
this year, and there are so many changes in
what I
this
can do though, I could just
separating
put a
manager
black
career
screen
and
over it.
player career.
So
let's start with manager
I've just gone back to
career.
it in. On,
Who's
yeah, go on
able
then.
to
Go on then.
lead
Yeah, yeah.
the club and tactics in new ways in FC24.
well, at the heart of many successful clubs, you'll find a manager who has been given the power to shape the tactical style and bring his own vision to
Lick!
life. And that's why manager careers grow in FC24 as well.
Yeah, I thought that as well. Like,
Looked at how Pep and Ancelotti and Klopp and all the real world
thank you very much for
managers, how they
26
play,
months,
what they're trying
Lake.
to deliver across their club.
legendary.
Taking things like partner bus, Gengen pressing, and giving you the chance to develop them. with
Someone
your
couldn't
team
say
and your
Gegenpressing.
own
He said
style.
Gengen.
Once you've chosen
It's
that
Gegenpress,
style,
not
how will
Gengen.
managers shape it and make it their own?
The best managers in the world rely on a coaching
And
staff
mocaps
to
look
bring
so
their
good.
tactics.
Yeah.
So this
Even the
will
fabric
introduce
stuff like
coaches to help you do
Klopp's
the same.
coat that you're just seeing
Coaches
then.
will have a huge impact
I mean, I
on
want to
how
see
the
Arsene
team
Wenger
learns
wearing one of those and
tactics
struggling to
how
find his
players
pockets.
develop.
These coaches will
I love the
provide
little
different
cutscenes
bonuses to
bits
players
there.
to the different departments, so attacking, defending, midfield, goalkeeping.
Someone's been taking
coaches,
inspiration
and
from
the
Masters of the
league
League.
can boost for your players'
Yeah,
attributes,
100%.
and they can be shifted around as necessary.
It does wet my
Having
whistle,
more
this though.
coaches and of course better quality coaches in a given department will actually accelerate the player's development. So if you sign a new striker, you might reshuffle your staff to have more coaches in the attacking department and manage the workload to get
Did you
the
see
most
the
out of their development.
the tweet that I sent you on the weekend?
Yes. Yeah.
PES 21 with mods. It's basically this.
Yeah.
Career this year. So what have you been cooking up on the training ground to give people more
This
control over what
looks
happens
baddass.
on match day?
It does.
There are
It's just,
actually three
I'd
new
love to be
features
able
for
to do
match
like a co-op one. If you could do
training
co-op,
plans, pre-match
co-op career
reports,
mode, that'd be
and
amazing.
match-ready training. The first way to make sure your players are playing at 100% is to keep them sharp. The expertise of coaches sets a ceiling of how much of a boost a player can get to their attributes, but their sharpness decides how much of this boost they'll actually get game to game.
Training plans was something that the community have talked to us about.
I hope
We
this
know we
works
can
well.
improve that.
Like, so they're
we've
talking about
redesigned
getting a
this
balance
to make it
between
easier.
sharpness
Make it
and
more
match
accessible
fit.
so players can keep their players sharp, but also
and
make sure they're fit and in top
You
condition.
often, when you get a one way or the other slider, you have to make a cutthroat decision between do you want match fit players or sharp players. But that's not necessarily how real world football works. You don't. It's not like, oh well, you start this game, but you're you're basically a wet tea bag because you've not trained properly intensely for a week. Or you can start it and not be a wet tea bag, but you'll be knackered. So as long as they get that balance bit right in the middle.
We want you to
Yeah.
be able to use these pre-match reports to understand how they like to play and make a plan for what you might need to do to stop them.
Say
12.
the pre-match report is telling you that the other team.
Sounds that moth, mate.
You know you're going to need great passing to unlock their defence. With match-ready training, you'll be able to play training drills that unlock.
That's
one-time
so
play
good.
styles
I
for your
love these
players,
training drill
using
stuff.
your
Yeah.
match. So in this case,
Just reminds me of like PES 4, PES 5 sort of era.
Yeah.
Drill some key passing
You
play
could
styles.
Spend so
spend-
much time taking
Yeah.
free kicks and trying to get all 3 stars and shit.
This will literally change the game. For example, see how the players cross and head the ball in the training drill? Here's what those same players look like performing the same action, this time in the game, with those additional crossing and heading playstyles.
You're right. You can really see the difference that it's making. So once you get into a game, is there anything else new in manager career?
I for sure will give the
Absolutely,
manager
Mark.
mode a try, says
I'm
Lake.
really looking forward to
So
have
what's-
the
It's about time they did some
epic
proper-
matches, focusing on one
proper,
player or
career
watching the
mode.
whole matches if you're in the stands,
It's a
or even from
reimagining
the
at this
touchline
point.
as the
It's a
manager.
million miles
And
away
you'll
from
still
what
be
we've had
able to make
recently.
tactical adjustments
So the
as you watch.
manager mode,
This looks
is that
amazing. We
like
haven't even spoken
basically
about
like
player
an FM
career. So
crossover into
shifting
career
gears
mode? You're not
to
actually
Yeah.
playing the
other
games
side
then. The
of
games are
player
like
experience.
simulated.
All right,
Oh,
I
you
wanna
can
go
play
be
them
the
if you
next
want.
club
Yeah,
legend for
you can play them if you
Liverpool.
want.
How am I doing
You just
that in
have more
FC24?
control and stuff.
I'm glad you have that dream in mind, Sheldon, because that's exactly the type of thing we want to celebrate in player career.
Like,
this
I
year.
love
That's
to
why
be a
we're
pro
introducing in player
or become a
career.
legend.
Is that what the player
Your
career is
agents will
then?
have
That
your
sort of
back
like
throughout
be a pro, be a
Tell
okay, I
them
get
where
it
you
now.
want to go, and they'll give you guidance every step of the way.
Because I'm thinking more like old
Yeah,
school
advice comes to
PES
life
where they
with
used to have
career
like
objectives,
a manager
clear
mode and then they had
targets,
like
And you can make that
I can't remember what it was
dream
called. One where you didn't play the games, but you
Some
were
of these
just the
objectives
manager kind of
look
thing.
like. So let's say I want to start in a lower league, but then eventually make it to Liverpool.
Your player agent will know which stepping stone clubs you should be working
You want to
towards,
eventually make
looking
it
to
to
set
Liverpool?
milestones.
I thought you just said you were starting off in the lower leagues, mate.
Goals a season, hit those targets, and you'll attract the interest from teams that advance you down your chosen career path.
His speed of movement and finishing
That's
have
so
been
good.
brilliant. He's certainly going to be difficult to stop today.
What are some ways that we can make sure that we are going to be hitting all of our goals in player career?
Well, we've redesigned player career personality feature to really focus around play styles that we've mentioned before. As
He
you
played for a
make
lot of
the
clubs, this
decision
lad, hasn't
on
he?
and off the field, you'll actually get
Was that
choices about how
Haaland
your
at the
player
end then?
plays on
Why
the
was his
field.
hair like
Yeah, so this year, each
like
personality
jet
tier
black, or
will
was it a
unlock
custom
another
character?
playstyle you'll be able to use.
I'm not sure.
And the
Yeah, is it
playstyle
like
you
got
have to
grey
choose
hair?
will be based on what personality type you have. Get to the top tier of a personality and you'll unlock a playstyle plus. This will take one of your signature abilities to world class. So you'll be able to dribble like Vinny or shoot like Haaland.
You can really see these play styles come to life. And is this a new camera in player career?
Exactly. We really wanted to put the player at the center of attention. So maybe when you decide to take an opponent one,
No.
Oh,
you
keepers
now
on a
have
minute.
more immersion in those key moments of the match.
All right, and through all of this, we look great on the pitch. The play
You've got to
styles
ask
are
yourself,
full
could the
effect,
keeper
and
have done
now we're winning
better? Maybe.
championships, and it feels
But
like
not
we're
even
really
two
celebrating
Peperinis could have kept that out.
We've expanded that out moments in player and manager career to include some famous celebratory moments like a trophy bus parade or end of
Oh,
year
that's
award
so
ceremony.
Nice. Ballon d'Or as well.
With
The
king.
success of this deep dive. And I have my eye on that Ballon d'Or. That looks
He's met me.
incredible in FC24. Appreciate you taking
Not
the
him,
time
'cause he's
to
not a
do
real
this.
boy.
Stuff will look great.
Why has
for
that guy
like the
got
first
West's
couple of
jacket on?
times.
Let me just. Oh, I can't jump. Oh, I can jump it back. It's finished now.
Check out the
Look,
rest of our EA
this
Sport.
guy has
Appreciate
got
you
West's
taking the
jacket. Is that West?
time to
God damn.
I'm extremely excited to
Celebrate
jump
the
in and play
success
some of
this
that.
deep dive.
That's
And
the
I have my eye
kind
on
of
that Ballon
career
d'Or. That
mode
looks
stuff that
incredible in
you
Appreciate
you genuinely dreamed about having that much control and stuff over how you want your season to look like as a manager and become a legend or be a pro mode. Like that's the kind of cutscenes you want, the training programs you wanted, the parades in the middle of the street and stuff like that. That's amazing. Whether or not we actually end up playing the game and it ends up being everything that we wanted to, I'm guessing they're going to probably have more teething issues with this, but it's definitely a step in the right direction from someone who was primarily an offline football player that's obviously taken I've taken myself online to be able to get my kicks and things like that, but having a career mode like that, whew, oh baby.
I mean, from the surface, I love to see bus parades, love to see Ballon d'Or ceremonies, love to see cutscenes with players out on the training ground. You're almost, what was it called? My Journey? The Journey? The single player mode that was in FIFA like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was the Journey.
Alex Hunter.
Yeah.
I think it was called The Journey, yeah.
So the Journey was cinematic FIFA, but pre-scripted. This is taking some of the learnings from that and putting that into an unscripted career mode, which big fan of that. Love to see that. I love the cinematic element of it, and that ties into Masters of the League, the content that me and Bibby have previously made, kind of stuff. That works really, really well. My only potential criticisms there is for how deep that goes. Is it going to be the same things over and over again? Oh, it's the Ballon d'Or ceremony again with the same cut screen every year. Is it the exact same bus that's just red/blue/black/ whoever wins the league kind of thing? So maybe I'm being critical before we've got it, but if we get even if it's the same bus, just painted different colours or whatever, give us multiple different angles so that scene's kind of has a level of dynamicism to it. The same thing with the training ground stuff, because give me a bit more of that. And then the other bits to start to question is Bibby mentioned being an offline player, playing a bit online. Like in 2023, should we not be starting to see some form of career mode stuff going online? Maybe. You may have just caught Bibby saying the end of it then. You might not have heard it saying it. Basically, we're going to wrap things up here. My internet is just not having it today, like it didn't when we scooped the other day. So we're just going to wrap things up. We did have a Call of Duty story and a Diablo story to run through. We're going to leave that because it's just wasting your time and our time if the internet's going down. It's not an enjoyable experience to be like, oh, he's gone again. Where was it? Oh, he was just about to make a point and he's forgotten what it was, and we've gone, oh, we've lost Bib. Nice. So, yeah, we'll leave it there. Do you know what? I am going to wrap. Oh, he's back again. That's nice.
Hit me from the call. I don't know. I didn't even do anything. It just hit me out.
Yeah, bye. So yeah, it's probably my internet still shit in the bed. Probably fucking some gremlin flying away through. Has the city centre of Manchester ever lost power in the modern day? Bibby Reloaded is back.
Well, I'm not necessarily in the city centre. I'm on like East Manchester, and I have a power cut seemingly every other week at this moment in time. But
I had one a few weeks back. Something blew up and then everything went off. Fun times. But that's just Salford living. Do you know what? We're going to wrap things up there. Thank you, everyone that has been around for the stream today. We appreciate you very much. We know it's been a little bit of a teeth-pulling exercise. Trust us, that feels exactly the same and tenfold more when you're behind the microphone, you're putting effort in trying to put the content out. I am going to go and shout angry stuff at Sky because they suck balls. If you're watching this on YouTube, forever, where this video will be, forever, Sky, I stick by this. Sort your shit out. It's crap. Fucking terrible service, but there we go. From us, though, we are going to be back, not tomorrow, but Wednesday, potentially, with the next episode of The Scoop. Wednesday evening for some PUBG content, and then potentially Thursday, I am actually going to be... I'm either going to be at home or I'm going to be in the office with Milo. I'm not sure yet which way it's going yet. So Thursday, possibly Scoopish, we'll see. Friday, probably. And then... did you say you might be streaming this Friday evening, Bib?
Yeah, I need to speak to my granddad. Obviously, City play in the Champions League. They obviously don't. They play in the Community Shield on Sunday. Yeah, not this moment. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out what we're going to be doing on Sunday because I think kick off. It might have even been rolled back to 4 p.m. But I think it's So I'll be watching the Charity Shield with my granddad and stuff, having some food over there with the family lamb. So we'll figure that out, and then I'll let you know. I'll let you guys know. But yes, might be Friday this week. It might be Friday, but we'll keep you posted.
Nice. Keep your eyes on us, and you will be notified. But before any of that happens, else you want to add, Mr. Bib?
Yeah, again, I'll make this short and sweet just in case the internet rolls out. But obviously, if you want to help shape the show on Wednesday, there's two ways you can do so. First of all, find us on social media. It is at Ice Cream World across all major social media platforms. Or alternatively, get involved with our Discord. All the links for you to be able to do all of that will be in the chat. I'll go into the description below if you're watching this on any of our on-demand services. All we need from you is the URL plus your thoughts and opinions. We'll then give you our thoughts and opinions on what time, on what day this week, Mr. Graham Day.
Maybe Wednesday, probably, maybe 10 a.m. ish.
Everyone knows, man.
10 a.m. Wednesday-ish. We will hopefully bring you the next episode, and hopefully we can bring it you in one part as well. But, who knows? Who knows? That do be the situation. Stick around, though. We're going to raid someone. I did see Wobbles go live playing some FIFA, and we've just been speaking about it, so maybe that's a good way to go. So feel free to stick around for the raid as we pass on some love to one of our buddies. Even if you can't stick around for too long with Wobbles, you will get 250 sprinkles by sticking around for the raid, though, so make sure you do that and have yourselves a beautiful evening. Until next time.
Stay frosty!